Hello guys, welcome back to this channel, and in this tutorial series we're going to be cloning WhatsApp web. So let's get started. So in my main.dat file, it's just a simple material app created. So now let's create a home, and for the home I've created a file called home.dat. In this home, let's import our material m. Then let's create a stateful widget. Let's call this home page, and in this home page let's return a simple scaffold. And in this, let's set it to the home page we just created. Don't forget to import. So inside our home widget, inside the scaffold, let's set the background colors dot gray with the shade of 100. And for our body, let's create a row widget. Let's bring our comma over here. Let's save the main.dat file. So inside the row, let's add the children. And for the children, let's set it to two expandable widgets. So expand, let's set the child of this one to a simple container with color. Let's set the second one with a color of blue. And in the second container, let's set the flex to 2. Let's save and then see the output. So this is it. You can see we have our two split screens. This one will be for the sidebar and the main content where the chat goes. So let's start with the sidebar. So let's take a look at our WhatsApp web UI. You can see there's this up bar right over here, kind of like an up bar, which contains the user profile and other icons. So for this, we go into our first container. Let's remove the colors for now. Let's set the child to column widget. For the first one, which would contain our up bar, let's set it. Let's use an align widget. Let's set the alignment to top center. Let's set the child to a container. And then let's set the width of the container to double the infinity. So this will take all the available width. Let's set the child to a row. Let's also give this container a color. Let's give it gray shade. Let's save and see the output. So this is the output. There's not much done here, and then it's not displaying anything. That is because we haven't added our content yet. Let's start by adding our content. So we can say, so the child, let's set the child to a row widget. And inside this row widget, let's create first a circle avatar. This one would contain our image. For now, let's set the color of this circle avatar to, and then the next one we do is let's create another row. So this row would contain these icons right here, these four icons over here. So for our row, and the children, let's create our icon dot group for the first one, and for the status icon, let's use icon and then icons dot circle outline. And the next icon is the messages. So let's change that to message. And the last icon is the menu icon. Let's save this and see the output. So this is it now. Next thing we can do is separate the avatar from the icon. But before that, let's add a pattern. Let's set this. Let's set the padding to edge inside dot all 10. So this should give a padding of 10 around. So as we can see with the padding set, there's space around the elements. So you can see there's space over here around circles, creating the space over here. So the next thing is separate the circle avatar from the icons. So with that, we go over to our row containing the element and then set the main as its alignment. Let's set it to main space between. Save. Let's give spaces between the icons. In order to do that, for each icon, let's set the const. Let's size box. Let's give it a width of 10. Let's copy this, paste it over here, then paste it over here as well. Let's save and then see the So you can see the spaces between each of them now. But let's add more space. Let's give it 12, 12, 12. So this is much better now. So looking at the WhatsApp UI, the next thing we need to do is create a search bar. So, so in order to create a search bar and the filter icon, let's create a row. And for this row, we create the children. First one, let's set it to container. And then inside this container, we say the decoration. Let's set it to box decoration. Then first of all, let's set the color to colors gray with a shade of 400. Let's give it a border radius. Border radius dot circular. Let's give it a border radius of 12. And then for the child of this container, let's set it to text field. So first of all, let's say the hint. Let's set the decoration to input decoration. And then for the border, let's say input border dot none. And then for the hint text, let's say search. And let's give it the search icon in front, which is the prefix icon. Say icon dot search. For now, let's put a const in front of the text field. Let's give our container a pattern. Say 4. And then we add our filter icon. So icon and then icon dot. So let's save this and see the output. So this is our output. It's blank because we did not set the width of our container. You can see an error over here. So let's give our container some width. Let's set the width to let's give it a width of 250. Let's see the output. So this is it, but then we can see the pattern is too much on the top and then the bottom. So in order to fix this, let's set padding to horizontal the only, then let's set the horizontal, let's set it to 12. Edge insert the symmetric, and let's set the horizontal to 12. And then let's change this icon to sort instead. And let's set the main axis alignment. Let's give it space between. And then for this container, yeah, let's increase the size of this to 350. Let's see the output. So this is it now. But then we want a space around the search area and then the filter icon. So in order to achieve this, before let's increase the size of this icon. And then let's wrap this row around a pattern widget. Let's save and see the output. So this is it. We have it here. So our search button works. You can type in over here. Let's reduce the color to gray, the shade of 200. No, let's take this to 300. You can play around with the figures to choose whatever you want. So let me see. Yes, so this is much better now. Let's see the WhatsApp widget. So over here we have our contact list. It's going to be right over here. So for that area, let's say that area is going to be inside. So for that area, let's create that area. Let's say expanded. Let's set the child to a container for now. Let's give it a color of color green. So yeah, this will be our contact list, and this is where the chat will be. So guys, this will be it for this video. In the next tutorial, we are going to be setting up the contact list and then the chat area. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more.